Summer is the time for fun and adventures, but if you're worried about planning a jam-packed summer for your kids, Chase has you covered. Chase, great to see you.
So good to see you guys, and happy summer to everybody. I hope the parents are surviving
so far
out there. We are maybe a week in, and so this is your SOS to help families. When we're, summer, it's so fun because we're so full of activities and times. Free time, but we maybe need a little bit of structure to help capitalize on all that time. And so years ago, I started creating bucket lists for summers with my kids, and I brought with me a couple of samples and ideas to get started for everyone to do their own.
You have the best ideas. Okay, you have 3 tips for creating that summer bucket list. Let's start with the first tip.
Okay, so I think you need to involve your kids and let them know that, hey, let's talk about summer bucket lists. The literature supports that involving children in decision making elevates and increases the likelihood that they will comply with whatever decision, even if it wasn't their decision, but just including them in the decision-making process. And so telling your kids, all right, I think we need to have a bucket list this summer. How do you feel about that? Okay, here's what I'm planning. And talk with them about it, introduce it to them, so discuss the bucket list before you even bring it to the table. Discuss the idea with them first.
I really like that. Probably gets them excited that they're involved and they're part of the decision-making process. Okay, what about the second tip?
So then use your kids to help create the bucket list. And that's really hard. Being an idea generator as a parent is exhausting because we're like, okay, let's come up with them. So I have a bunch of different examples. The one that we're showing right now is a summer adventure bucket list. We have a summer of service bucket list that we've done of different types of service. And then I love just having options for you to download and then to make your own. And so this is what we do each summer. We have our own summer bucket list and then we fill them in. And so I use the different samples to say, hey, here, what about we add some service options, or let's create some crafts options, and then they make it their own, print it out, and then they've made the bucket list with you, and you're able to kind of chip away. You're able to chip away at the bucket list.
Oh, that's amazing. And do you hang it in the kitchen? Do you have it like where everyone can see it?
Yeah, that's my third tip, is to print it out and then to work it. So you put it on the fridge, you cross everything out. You really do try to hit all of the different things. And then the kids are a part of that as well.
Yeah.
And I love sneaking in chores as part of the bucket list. You'll see that if you download that at dadstrategies.com, you can download your own. I have a section where you can write in the chores, and then the kids are able to kind of, have a daily reminder of the things that they're doing. So discussing the bucket list with your kids, having them help you create it, and then really working it together, I think is the best way to kind of keep yourselves busy, but not maybe overly structured.
I like that because you think like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. I've got the entire summer to plan. But if you have that in front of you and you get everybody involved, it makes it so fun. Is this good for kind of all ages too?
All ages. In fact, every summer we do a different one. And this year we're really excited. We're doing foods from around the world as our bucket list. So the kids pick different countries they'd want to try. Again, I've done it for years, and so you can do it for all kids.
That's so fun. Chase, thanks so much. Where can we follow you?
Yep, on dadstrategies.com and on all social media platforms.
Amazing. Great to see you. Here's to summer.
Here's to summer, you guys.